Yes, you have seen that correctly and you have seen that perfectly. I indeed believe that failure is good for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this coffee chat. I also have my coffee here with me in this little Harry Potter mug. So I'm going to be enjoying this while I share with you why I believe that failure is actually good for you. So I am a perfectionist and I hate failing. In my entire life, I hated failure. And the thing is, I define failure not as a 10% on a test or not as a bad job interview. I literally define failure as, I don't know, an 80% on a test because I want 100%. Or a failure is if I don't make it to the third round of the interview. And in reality, of course, that's not what failure is. Failure is a little bit less complicated because failure is basically when you completely fail something. Why do I say I still think it's good for you? Mainly because the moment I fail, I realize that I don't even fail, but I learn. And if you win something, you gain happiness, of course, and I'm saying that happiness is extremely important in your life, and I want every single of you to aim for happiness. But what I'm just saying is that when you fail, do not think about as I lost, or do not think about as I am fully like over, my life is fully over. Think about it as this is very good for me because I learned from it. And every time I fail nowadays, I just write a list of like the things I learned from it. Okay, so I don't know. For example, you fail like driving test. You can take notes. I learned that I shouldn't go too fast. I learned that I need to pay attention to my instructor more. I learned that I need to have better stress management skills. And then immediately you are there. Immediately you will know that, okay, next time I have a driver's license exam, I'm going to do something before to ease my stress. You will do stuff that will make you feel better and do better in the next exam because you learn from the first one. But if you go home and think to yourself, well, okay, I failed, I'm a failure, I don't deserve this license, then I'm gonna ask you, okay, and then when you go the next time, how is it gonna be different? It's not gonna be different if you don't learn from the previous failure that you just had. You don't fail because you're not good enough. You fail because you're not ready yet to get that thing. And why you are not ready to get that thing is a question that only you can answer because only you know why you failed the first time. I failed an exam. I didn't fail because I'm stupid. I failed because I didn't study enough. I don't deserve a pass because I didn't study enough. You know, if you study enough, you will pass. So I ask myself every time I fail, honestly, what do I gain from this? You know, when you win, it's very good. You're happy and you're gonna develop in your life, you're gonna improve something. And then, you know, the next time you face something similar, nothing guarantees that you're gonna win again, right? Say I got this job interview and I get the job, okay, but if I go on a next interview, who guarantees that I will get that job too? Nobody. But if I fail the first job interview and then I learned that, okay, you know what, my CV was not strong enough, then I'm just gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna prepare my CV in a better way and I'm just gonna, you know, write it better. And the next time you apply, you're gonna get all the jobs because your CV is very good. Your CV is amazing. So my question is, when you fail, what do you do? What do you do when you do an exam, when you do a job interview, when you try to do sports and you just fail? And you what do you do? Do you go home and say, okay, you're a failure, you actually deserve that. You deserve to get this failure. Or do you go home and say, okay, I did this, the next time I can do this better. Or next time I can be better by doing this and that. Which one are you? Because I truly believe that since I managed to be the second person which says, you know what, I think I learned this and that. Since I did that, I realized that I'm actually doing way better in life in general, not just in school or work, but in every single part of my life, I'm doing way better. And it's not because I'm suddenly more talented, but it's because every time I fail, I think to myself, okay, what can I learn from this? Like, I literally have a piece of paper with me every single day, no matter where I go. Because the moment I fail, I just put it out and I'm like, okay, I can learn this. And every day I have a list, or every second day. And eventually, I no longer need that paper because I don't fail anymore. If you do the same single thing every single day, do not expect the results to be different. Expect the results to be the same. If you want to win the championship of swimming and you go to work out every single day for 1 hour, you're not going to win the championship. If you keep doing 1 hour every single day, why do you think that eventually you will win the championship? You won't. But if you change it, if you say, okay, I went to swim only for an hour, that's not enough. I'm gonna go for 3 hours. And I'm gonna go to the gym in the afternoon to work on my stamina. Bam, you win the championship because you learned from your failure, you changed what you did. Now you're doing different things. And the moment you start doing different things, you can start expecting different results. Otherwise, there is this saying, I don't know exactly how it's written, but it's something like crazy people are who expect different results by doing the same things. And I think it's fully true. So when students complain that, oh, I failed this exam and I didn't even study, and then I say, okay, well, do you want to study for the next one? No. And I'm like, okay, but do you then expect to pass the exam? Oh, yeah, I expect because the second time is going to be easier. No, the second time will be easier if you do things differently than how you did them in the first time. I also believe that there is no such thing as failing unless you do something like and you get a 0%. But that's very rarely, because even if you get a 0%, you can still learn something. What I believe is that you either win or you learn in your life. As I mentioned, you either learn something and then you're happy, you get satisfaction, or you learn something. And when you learn something, it's still a win because you learn knowledge, you learn experience, you learn advice, you learn self-development. And you know, when I failed the exam, the only one exam I failed in my entire life was a finance exam for my bachelor degree, I think in the third or fourth semester. And I remember I was devastated because I'm a perfectionist. And after I learned so much from that failure, like I learned that I need to have a different way of studying. I learned that I need to be more patient with myself. I learned that I need to have a different area or environment to study. And since then, I have no problem with studying, whether if it's 50 pages or 200 pages, because I learned so much from that process. And the second time I did the exam, I think I scored 92 or 93%. I don't remember exactly, but I just remember the first time it was like 20% or something. The second it was 90 plus. And I was so amazed by the fact that instead of sitting in my room crying and saying, oh my gosh, I failed, I don't deserve to be here, I don't deserve to have this degree, I got my stuff together and I learned how can I be better and how can I go into the next exam and just do it better. And most importantly, what I learned from the process is that I can use at the moment. I can use not only for my current exams, but every time I'm facing a stressful situation, every time I think I'm gonna fail, I remind myself, even if you do, it's okay because you also failed that one exam and you got out of it. Even if you do, you can still turn it to your benefit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on any more coffee chats. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.